Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Friday, August 19th, 2022. Today we're pulling from the Decadent Moon tarot cards. So we're definitely going through a cycle from the full moon of September until the beginning of November. So this could be in a work sense for some. For some of you, this will be love. Some of you, this may be both. Maybe you're getting promoted because of this person that you're in a relationship with. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? They want to keep allies close. They want people they can depend on. So when they're not there in their absence, they know that you're doing the right things, right? That they know that their job will be easier because you are there, you know? So we're starting off with the lovers. So what they were highlighting here is really potent a fire sign. They're showing me astrology answers lovers. They're highlighting, making your own Garden of Eden, and they're highlighting the tree on fire. So I feel like this is a fire sign. Sun, Moon, Rising, unless you know what their sign is. Definitely with the Emperor, with the fire again, with Aries. I honestly, that'll be up to you if you know those, if you're that, if you're that much of a detective to figure that out. Um, but again, I feel like this is cosmic energy. With we got with the white of the female entity, or the feminine energy, and then the dark of the masculine energy. I feel like yin and yang. You two just get each other. You guys just fit well with each other. This is ruled with Gemini. You know what I mean? So I feel like, ooh, snake biting his leg there. He may get corrupt by his shadow side. Garden of Eden. What happened? The snake in the tree deceived the female, and she supposedly, and the female deceived the male, Adam and Eve, right? You know, going to the emperor. So I feel like this is going to be some sort of renovation that happens in the fall. They're saying it'll happen. It'll go quick because, the heat waves are over and stuff like that. So they don't have to, stop because they're exhausted. Obviously, I don't wish that on. I don't know how anyone works in that heat. Oh, God bless them. But they're showing the order and structure. They're not afraid to discipline. They're showing him stepping on somebody. I feel like a protector. You know what I mean? But I definitely feel like with the tower moment where they talk about a realtor, or disturbing the foundation, and then they were showing like realtor, um, reno. I feel like in that way, this is nothing major that's going to disturb you to the point where it's like your whole world will be rocked. Three of Pentacles, it's like someone has an idea in their head. Someone is able to make, they're talking about a contract, but here it's like they're showing blueprints, so they're able to make that come into a realization. And then someone has the skills to carve this beautiful Three of Pentacles carving, again with Astrology Answers tarot deck. But I feel like in this sense, it's like the Trinity, your mind, body, soul, Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. But I feel like it's a tier, it's a triangle. So top, middle, bottom. So I feel like, again, talking with Foundation with the Emperor, if this isn't a work sense, I feel like a dynamic trio. You know what I mean? Someone they can rely on, someone they can hold accountable. I feel like in the sense, though, with the Magician, I feel like with this, you're hesitant. You know what I mean? I know I was offered something in very early, before my probation was over, to be, to up in my position. And I felt like I didn't have enough experience, and I felt others worked harder than I did. You know what I mean? And I admired that in them, and I felt they should have that opportunity. But they worked with them longer. So the more that I worked with this person, I could see why they were not offered that, because they kept missing work. And I'm like, well, okay, now that all makes sense. You know what I mean? It's just like, this is why they always tell us to be patient. They will reveal themselves. And I was stupid enough to date this person. And because I wasn't patient and gathered all my knowledge because I was young and dumb. And it's like they kept missing work, and they're like, well, she can work it. So I'm opening, closing, and opening again. And I'm just like, you know how tired, and I'm a grouch when I'm tired, So it's just like, don't bother me when I'm tired. So I feel like in that sense, I feel like humbling yourself, though, we were talking about this earlier. It's like you're going to be given an opportunity, but I feel like there's others that are more experienced. I feel like I would have that conversation and make that known. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you could be trained to get to that point, but you know what I mean? Some people just feel comfortable working on the floor or whatever the position is. You know what I mean? When that, it gets kind of tricky when you start getting up into yes, it's job security and X, Y, and Z, but you know what I mean? I don't know. I definitely would ponder it, ask them for some time to think about it, have those conversations. about why you feel like, others would be, it's not like you're lacking in your confidence. It's just like, I feel like you don't have enough experience, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot put a price tag on an experience, but Magician is saying you do have the experience, spotlight on yourself. You can see, like, he's, perform. Eyes are on them. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you're like, what do I do with all this, So, I feel like in that sense, but we do have the Two of Cups. So, very love entities. I feel like this is going to all unfold between now all the way till the beginning of November. I don't over romanticize this situation. If it's love, God bless. I hope that, everything works out for you guys. But if this isn't a work partnership, remember, this is where they're saying that dynamic. That you guys, there also could be that partnership where it's just like, you know what I mean? You're able to be that yin and yang to each other. When they talk about that cosmic energy, it's like you guys have known each other like your whole life. You guys have known each other in a previous life. It's just like you guys just get each other. You know what I mean? It's like, when they talk about like your work wife and your work husband, it's like that. It's just like you trust each other, you know each other, you get everything. But you know what I mean? And it's just like, this is where we got to be careful. I'm the type of person that but I know I'm not stupid anymore like I used to be. It's just like I know my place and everything like that. And I'm not the first to do any of that stuff. It's always been presented or offered to me. I don't sit there and go that way. You know what I mean? So, definitely make the best decision. Going with the lovers. We're talking about Gemini, duality, getting each other, that cosmic energy, twin flame energy. But again, I feel like that yin and yang, the feminine and masculine energy, you guys balance each other out. You see the moon blowing on the couple. So I feel like this is a universal reunion, pushing you two together. You know what I mean? If it's a sense of love. But I definitely feel like it could be in the sense of a work partnership as well. Emperor, order and structure, definitely highlighting that, affecting the home. You know what I mean? If this is Emperor, like if you like that dynamic at home I definitely respect that, where it's like you're able to talk things and bounce things off each other. You know what I mean? Because we respect each other's opinions. We hear each other out. Putting another set of eyes on it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need that change of perspective. We kept getting the Hermit, changing the perspective, right? We kept getting the Hangman, change your perspective. The trio here. So this is where I feel like it's going to be, if this is with work, I feel like it's going to be a trio. You know what I mean? I definitely feel like there's a hierarchy, like I said, with the triangle. You know what I mean? There is going to be a peak to this whole situation, but don't denounce the fact that you're the foundation. Even if you are the third tier, you know what I mean? It's like never denounce that fact, because it's like, the foundation, when the foundation crumbles, everything else crumbles. It goes up. You know what I mean? But don't denounce the fact of what you do. And that's why I feel like they're offering you that, because you are a solid foundation if this isn't the trio. You know what I mean? With the Magician, you have the experience to go through with this. Leave behind all fear, worry, and doubt. You've experienced this before. Look at what I was talking about. You know what I mean? I was offered certain things that I just felt like, from the information that I've seen and what I've observed, I'm like, well, I feel like, in my humble opinion, I don't feel like I have that experience to be, that position. And I feel like others, you know what I mean? But it wasn't until I experienced myself, I was like, oh. That's the thing. It's like we don't see ourselves the way that others see us. Well, if you're humble. Some of us would see yourselves in a grander light that we shouldn't. And then going with the Two of Cups. You know what I mean? This is going to be something, we kept on saying toasting, celebrating. You know what I mean? So it's like, toasting this, they're talking about contractual agreement. You know what I mean? So in that way. So we're celebrating things here. It could be in that way where it's like, this union of a partnership. But it doesn't necessarily have to be love, but it could also be love at work, We've been getting that knocking for a while, but if that is yourself, just keep it to yourself. Nobody needs to know. Honestly, me and Shane never we only told a handful of people that we were together. We didn't tell everybody. We didn't trust anybody, because especially when they were doing layoffs, it's like, the first ones to go are the people that are together. You know what I mean? So we always, nope, don't know nothing, nobody's business. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Friday, August the 19th, 2022. May the universe bless you good. Be patient with this if this is the situation that you're in. Let it fall. That's the thing. We're always in a rush for things. Let it just fall forward. Have a blessed, safe weekend. We'll see you for the next Daily Tarot card. Bye.